Alright everybody, welcome back to The Outer Worlds. Been a long time since I played it. The first DLC, the Peril on, or just Peril on Gorgon, came out, I want to say, a couple of months ago. I was so busy with other stuff, I really didn't have time to play a DLC. And they still have one more to go. I think it's Murder on Eranos or something like that. Yeah, Peril on Gorgon installed. So I think we have, from what what the hell? Do I have to use a mouse for this? No. Whoa. What is going on? I'm using a controller, but for some reason it's not letting me. Okay, maybe, how about this? I'll disconnect my controller. And yeah, okay. Okay, it's a point of no return, so we'll go to this one. I will put my controller back on. Because I don't know, with CRPGs or computer RPG, I like to use mouse and keyboard, but for this, okay, yeah, I like to use, for anything with shooting or moving, running,
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Send it over. What is it? What is it?
It's a parcel, sir.
No, I mean, what's the parcel?
A parcel is a shipment wrapped and prepared for delivery, sir.
I'm asking you what's inside this parcel.
Opening a customer's parcel is strictly against regulations. HPS's no peeking policy guarantees that your deliveries remain confidential and HPS remains free of any liability.
What if I don't want it?
I am contractually obligated to deliver my cargo to the captain of the Unreliable under pain of fines, imprisonment, and censure by my superiors.
Then why did you ask for my permission?
That's the HPS difference for you. Service with civility. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Make a rude hand gesture, then cut the transmission. Sure thing. We won't be rude. So, ooh, a little bit of. Okay, that's better. I've been playing a lot of the PlayStation, so I'm probably going to get some controllers mixed up. And I probably have forgotten a couple of these as well. HPC Halcyon. It's a hand.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. but I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
Peril on
There's a
Gorgon.
whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why, but something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Mini Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
And that's the finish share the tip. Money and intrigue. I'm sold. I'm Miss Ada. Ada, what the hell's going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Who was this guy, Ada?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
He was also the fourth best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the fourth.
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
You mean luck.
Luck does not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Okay.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should've known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why, but something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Mini Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Alright, so I heard we're gonna start getting those new messages there. Let's see. So the new place is Gorgon right here. So what's funny is we have Olympus and Hephaestus still locked, and Eridanus still locked off. Second Jovian has gas giant. Its atmosphere is rich with hydrogen, helium, and various noble gases. Distillation plants in the atmosphere harvest these gases for energy. So this place sounds like we could go there. Olympus, the largest of Halcyon's two Jovian gas giants, perpetual storms wreck the planet's atmosphere, rendering it uninhabitable. So that one we possibly can't even go to ever. So why have it here? Hephaestus, the closest planet to the sun, the Hephaestus Mining Company was the first to establish outposts here, and as such it has claimed the planet for itself. So we can go there as well. Oh yeah, the next one's Murder on Iridana, so this is the next one we'll be going to. Okay. So I wonder... Hephaestus and Olympus, that's so weird to me.
We arrived at Ambrose Manor. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Nothing to say.
Goodbye.
Let's check on what we got. Not that. There we go. So this one, which is level 21, 53 armor, plus 10 to dialogue skills. I believe our dialogue's all the way up though. Our helmet is 84. Don't think we're getting better than that. Yeah. This was 53. Yeah, so we got the best of that. Damn it. We got... Looks like a sniper. This thing. The mind control ray. And the shrink ray. Oh yeah, we have all our science weapons. I wonder if there's gonna be any more. 841. 756. Damage 63 times 3. This is just straight 84. Oh yeah, level 30, level 35. So we can, I think level 35 is the highest. We've been trying to level them all up. Who should we bring? My favorite is usually, I love Vicar Max's abilities. Sam's hilarious. Parvati. Always love me some Parvati. Let's keep it at these two, I guess.
Welcome to Ambrose
Drinks
Manor.
the butler.
We were not expecting company.
I'm sure.
Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Well, we're not known for going where we're told, but we'll see what we can do.
Oh no. We should check to see he's all
I
right.
think.
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
Right. Now, I do remember we have a weight limit. So... Ooh, we got one of those. Kitchen key card. Groundskeeper's Journal Volume 1. Daily routine. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Miss Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Oil a fish. Repeat. When they hired me on as groundskeeper, I assumed they'd be grounds to keep. I am not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for the little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking. But I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. So, again, let's see my weight. 81 of 150. And then we got LB, we have 189 of the health things. RB is the adrenaline time, I believe. A times 2 is that. Left and right. What's this? I think that's for the companions.
Structural damage detected. Compensating for structural damage.
You okay?
Error.
Oh my god, I can't even get downstairs. Always good to check behind everything.
Here they come.
Oh, these sprats aren't. They were rabid. I was gonna say, normally they never attacked. How many mag? We got 99 mag picks. This uses 3.
Gosh, that's clever.
Impact Hammer Mark 2. Sensitivity is a little weird when you're running. But I remember that from last time. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up.
This is under.
Necklace. Bracelet. What? Wait. Was that bracelet anything, or is it just junk? I think it was just junk. Yeah, this is a simple metal bracelet. It's got a oh no, it's a symbol of junk. Okay, so let's look at okay, our journal. The ones who walk away from Gorgon. Okay, we know all that. Codex, logs. Okay, we can go to those. That's good. In case we, I guess, accidentally exit out of it. God damn it. Oops. Where was our map? There we go. Not very big.
Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's watching me.
Saltuna Pond.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh,
People will go to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they?
Oil
This
the
is
fish
just a
makes
facade
sense
to
now.
hide behind.
Wonder if there's gonna be more science weapons. If they've added like any better weapons, more equipment. There's some stuff over there as well. Alright, time to head in, I guess. Ambrose Manor discovered, 6,000. So I guess... I wonder if they've added... Let's just check. So, we're at level 30 right now. And that's the max level. We'll take a look at the little bar underneath the 30, see if that goes up. I'm wondering if they've added levels.
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Well... Can we go inside? Any doors? Doesn't look like it. And up here is where we're supposed to be, so... Oh, god damn it. Logs. Recent activity. Let's see. Attempt to log in. Failed. What was that, 5 days ago? User Wambros. Then Ombros. Activated dinner time protocol. Meal was woolly loaf. Then again, meal was Trippus kale salad. Then borscht, corruption deleted in earlier logs, omitting corrupted entries. Pantry list. Pantry stock, last automated check was error null date defined. So tuna fillets, stock is spoiled. Woolly cow steak, spoiled. Mock apple, spoiled. Borscht and beans, 13 cans. Mock apple shake, 9 bottles. We in the kitchen, boys. I'll take those pancakes. Yeah, and I just got, there's the beans, mock apple cider. I just got finished with both of Control's DLC, and man, the second one, AWE, had a ton of reading in the beginning. Wonder how much this is gonna have.
Oh my law, this is just like that episode of Virginia Yang, Girl Detective, where the old fella dies and his nurse inherits his house. What if we find a body?
Man, we don't have enough
Secret
lockpicking.
tunnel. Interesting architectural choice.
Master bedroom keycard. Corporation service award. See what these are useful for. Cigarette lighter. Let's see. Personal terminal, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Along that wilderness of glass, no swellings, till that winds may be upon some far-off happier sea. No heavings hint that winds have been on seas less hideously serene. EAP, main menu. Okay. Olivia Ambrose. Welcome. Logs. Displaying 5 total entries. Let's see. February 1st, 2324. This morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters. That she exists at all, against the odds, matters. I'll call her Wilhelmina, after my late brother, William. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things truthfully, that she be smart and shrewd, that she be strong, relentless, undeniable most of all. I hope for her a steel spine, that she does not bend when halcyon would break her, that she should be stronger than I. March 17th, 2324. I must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I simply cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will need to be exceptional, smart, educated of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers, that is the Byzantium elite. Then there is the matter of a governess. I can't watch the child constantly, not if I'm to do my work. How soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well. And exceptional Byzantines don't exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. Oops. November 22nd, 2329, 5 years later. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has time to keep a journal. I certainly don't. Yet here I am indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she should be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave for another stint on Gorgon. This must be the fault of Marie, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my preposterous standards. He and I went in circles on the issue for hours, but he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want what's best for my daughter? Maybe I'll fire him too. June 5th, 2337, 8 years later. I'm at my wit's end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics, but she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember her simplest equations and formulas, no matter how many times her governess raps her knuckles. By the time I was her age, I'd already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie's making explode is my head. Her father asked me why we don't just send her to boarding school, but I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She may have a strong grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors, but surely that's the result of her education in spectroscopy, not any innate skill. What value has art anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Frances this morning, and I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it in my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it when she's grown and finally comes to her senses. She's a bitch. April 28th, 2348, another 9 years. Lucien appeared at the manor this morning. I thought him here for me, to finally wring my neck after our latest tiff, but no, it was much worse than that. He came to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken it upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I at the time, or frankly inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity has increased 35%, while reducing our costs an astonishing 67%. We've saved tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucien off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refused over Minnie's vociferous protestations. She cried after he'd left. I only wish that I could tell her why. We can hack for the deleted ones. October 14th, 2348. I think, was that a year before? How did I raise such a willful daughter? She's no longer requesting to join the project, but demanding, I'm ready, I can help you, it's what I want. She doesn't know what she's asking. Gorgon is not safe. Compound X is in the air. It's infected the water and the food. It's no longer just the test subjects and the laboratory techs in danger now. Even the general staff are beginning to feel its effects. Even I feel it. I'm tied up in knots. I know what I must do. The only way I can persuade her away. But it'll kill me to do it, Minnie, I'll say. You just don't have what it takes. You're too shallow, too simple, too weak. She'll hate me for it. I'm sure it will destroy her. But it will work. She'll be safe. That's all I care about now. Well, she won me back with that one. And then two years later, January 3rd, 2350. Harvey is gone. His body's still alive, but the man I married is dead. He broke into my office and stole the last of my release candidate ampules, busted the door to splinters in his withdrawal fury. I chartered a shuttle to bring him to the facility for medical care, even convinced Priantha to oversee the transfer. He didn't want to, was worried it wasn't safe, but I begged him. Harvey killed the shuttle crew. Ooh. Priantha too, but the shuttle wouldn't take off without its pilot, and I couldn't stop his raging, so I left the ship on the landing pad for days, watched him tear it to pieces with his bare hands. He lost a lot of blood. I brought him inside once he'd finally passed out and shoved him into a stasis solution tube. My work did this to him. Me. I did this. I'll tell Lucien. Surely he'll delay the release. Surely after this. Well. Then we've got Ambrose W. Welcome, user. The search continues. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen, but this is but one version of her, carefully curated, and not the one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Well, that's interesting. Alright, do I have anything that would take my lockpick up? Let's see. Leadership and persuade, engineering and perception, temperaments, stealth and block. Damn. Nothing. Alright, what about... what is... our lockpick? It's under stealth. Parvati's actually bringing it up a good bit. Stealth goes -5, so that ain't gonna help. So unfortunately we have nothing. Well, if that's everything in there, it's just some ammo. A lot of bits though. Give me that facial mask. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's Parvati. I was like, who the hell? I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure the only reason we even need bits anymore is upgrading our weapons and armor. Music box. And a necklace. We got another one of these. Dearest mother and father, I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. I am too young for such ambitions, perhaps, but that is the risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of this family. Minnie. Minnie. Wonder if we're gonna meet Minnie. Got another one of those boxes where people record their voices. I don't remember what they're called, damn it. Ooh. Doctor's orders. New pistol. Before we pick up that thing, let's go ahead and look at that pistol. Doctor's orders 255. Level 26. Damage is 47 times 3. Does mag to ray and ray damage negative 50%. Grows in power the closer you are to death, just like a real doctor. I can compare. Okay. It's not very good. But I'm gonna keep it.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
In the end, she did seem like a good mother. Even though in the beginning, yeah. Yep. Wilhelm Ambrose. So this is the daughter. First let me take all your stuff.
So who the devil are you?
Captain of the Unreliable. Never mind who I am, what are you doing?
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Give a solemn toast.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you? The arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name. We'll go with Lucky Montoya.
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
The more lost we feel, the more we put on a show for others.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Well... Any idea who might have wanted him killed? Or, well, sorry about loss.
Thank you. But the people in my orbit come and go all the time. Occupational hazard. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Let me guess, you need someone to finish whatever Lucky started.
Excellent deduction. I can tell I found the right man for the job. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else, for that matter.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
I wouldn't say him good with the hands. Good with his gun. Are you seriously offering me the dead guy's job? How like am I to wind up your old freelancer, like your old freelancer? Gorgeous? We'll go with that, gorgeous.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
Give me the details and I'll let you know.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
I'm not surprised. Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen. Spacer's Choice would never allow anything bad to happen on their watch. That's if we were going the Corpo run. But, we'll let her go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're
I like your
lying.
eyebrows. Sounds like she was the corporation's patsy. What did they say about her?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
What did you send Lucky to find?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Her research must have been important. Maybe there's another side of that story.
No doubt. I only wish Mother was here to tell it in her own words. Mother worked herself to the bone. She wanted to make the colony a better place, no matter who or what got sacrificed along the way. She never spared a thought for those of us who cherished her, who suffered for her idea of progress.
Did you two ever get along?
We got close once. When I was a child, I enjoyed looking over Mother's shoulder, playing backseat chemist while she peered into a microscope. One day, she told me to leave before I broke something. Then, I got mad and broke something. Typical night in the Ambrose house.
Oh, that hurts my heart to hear, ma'am. My dad was real dedicated to his work, too, but he always let me help. Made me feel, I don't know, special. Like I had something to offer. I wish you could have had that with your mother.
Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle.
What do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Where's your father in all of this?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more
Yeah,
than
we know
that.
what happened.
The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
You've lost one gunslinger already, what do you think? Are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice.
It's fine
All
with
the
me.
evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
So she really just wants the truth to come out, and that's never a bad thing. If it helps you get some closure, I'll find that journal.
Perhaps then you can put your mother's ghost to rest.
You do all that for me? I was hoping you'd take the job, but I didn't expect you to care.
The best way to do a job is to care about it, so I mean... I don't care, yeah. You shouldn't have to suffer for the actions of Spacer's choice.
I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
I plan to bring all my weapons. What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
So I wonder if we're going to be getting a new enemy here. What did you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
I'm trying to calculate the odds of this kid getting killed. Just making sure I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he'll listen to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'll try not to, since it's my life on the line. I'll be careful.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Hey, a spaceship. What's the catch? We can talk about my fee when this is done.
A consummate professional. That shouldn't be a problem. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Maybe you don't need to hear this from me, but I'm sorry about your mother.
Spacer's choice should be the one apologizing, but... Thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
Vicar. Don't say that to too many people. How do I... Okay, it is like this. Shrink ray. Here's our sniper. And we got a lot of rounds for that. Make sure everything is fully charged. Okay, so the N-ray damage. Good thing we have 8,000 because 3 of our guns use that. Did I not even go over here? I don't think I did. Tranquility Garden. Not much, but it's very cool. What the hell is this? Claw rake. Oh god. Forgot about that. I really like the DLC so far. We cannot help the butler. Alright, and let's see. I think it's gone up. But we got 21,000 just now. And you'd think it would have gone up a little bit more than that. Unless it's just like 150,000 to level up. But we'll see. Before we go, need to break. How do I break stuff down? I can't remember. Ah, there it is. Break down. Axe. I'm not sure I've ever seen an axe. Or a claw rake. Maybe they're new to the DLC. We didn't get any new of that. So let's go ahead and put that new weapon we got in here. There we go. Oh no. Oops. You got anything to say, Ada?
Welcome back,
I love
Captain.
Ada.
How can I be of assistance?
Nothing.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Gorgon landing pad.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Oh, cool. And we'll continue with the party that we got. You know, I am very surprised since you can go like you support corporate and stuff like that, that they don't have a companion that's, you know, into corporate and stuff like that.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
Wow. So, this is the map. Oh, a hat. Ports of call, 4 armor. This leather-related hat is rain-resistant and can be squished for easy storage. Okay. Saber. Never seen a cowboy hat before. It's kind of funny, interesting it didn't have any like special stats, since I'm pretty sure that's the first one we found. Let's see, we're supposed to be going over there. But what do you say we try to go over there first?
If you have not been authorized for emergency evacuation, you may submit a request with your managers.
Man, that is one thing I loved about this game, was the plant life and stuff always looked pretty nice. Let's go ahead. We have a 25% discount at Clio. Nothing at Spacer's Choice. Or Rizzo's. So we'll go ahead and sell. I know I usually sell a lot of this junk. Oh, we'll keep the water, I guess. What did she give us? She gave us some weird kind of beer. The iceberg aged whiskey. Personality attributes +1. See, the only thing about that is, like, ours is at max, I think, for like dialogue and stuff like that.
Keep an eye out, Captain. This place don't look entirely safe.
Well, is that because of all the dead bodies? Hunting rifle hyper. I don't know, is hyper different? Coolant tank. Wow. I mean, besides backpack, nothing too crazy in there. I'm very surprised we're running into locks we can't pick already.
Wish I could do that.
I'll teach you.
Impressive, as always.
Right, the shotguns, if I recall correctly, kind of suck in this one. I will say too, the whole thing of, I don't know if they knew they were going to make DLC for the game, and I suspect the fact that, oh, ouch. The fact that they, oh, hello. The fact that you have to reload a much previous save in order to access it. I don't think they knew they were going to do DLC. And I don't really like when you have to do that. It's so weird.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Kick the auto mech.
Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Please do not kick this unit. It has not been programmed to wish you harm. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Alright.
Have a better than natural day.
Weird phrasing. But yeah, I don't typically like when you have to load a previous save. What the hell's the point of this? Serves no purpose. Maybe they're putting up a wall and didn't finish. I did hear though that in order, there is like stuff it'll say in the ending thing. I don't know what you want to call it, montage or whatever. But you have to like go through the entire final thing on Tartarus to get it, so I think I'll do that. But I'll wait until the second DLC comes out and we finish that one. Because I think that's a whole couple more hours. What are the little space pods or something? What the hell? Oh my goodness. I It looks like he had fallen down in between there and it cut his head off. Looks like we'll have to cut that off somehow. Doesn't look like shooting it's gonna do anything. Elevator. Oh, okay, so we were able to get close enough to discover that there's an elevator over there. I'm trying to see, I don't see anywhere. Yeah, we can't go up it. I wonder, do anything with this? Usually in these types of games you can't like manipulate the world too much. You just like leave and come back. No, I was thinking maybe drop that onto something over there, but either we will enter from a different way or find a way to turn that off at some point. Motor Berserker. How do you do it? Yeah,
Attack it! Never anger a man of the cloth.
I love Vicar Max's stuff. My. Oh shit, where'd he go? He had nothing for us. Crash ship. Can't go in it, that's for sure. Let's check out the map. So that's the elevator. Yeah, so somehow we're gonna have to turn that stuff off, I believe. Got a berserker and a crack shot.
Here we go. Down they go.
Whoa, he hit me with the acid.
That's the last of them.
This is a nice sniper though. Frost Sewer Soldier. Not sure we saw those in the main game. I mean, obviously it was something like that, but that one itself is different. What are these little dots, I wonder?
Here we go!
Oh, shoot.
Guys all right?
He died as soon as we got it down.
There sure are an awful lot of marauders on this abandoned asteroid.
There's something different about these mantisaurs. Never seen their like before.
That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah, me and Vicar Max got that on lockdown. We know something's up. Abandoned mines. Okay, so that's what this is over here. It doesn't look too big though, so.
Anyone else feel like the walls are almost leaning in?
Did the temperature just drop, or is it my imagination?
Well, it's gonna be colder inside of a mine if it's abandoned, it's underground, you know. No sunlight. But, yeah, no sunlight really. Sorry, Vicar, I think I shot you in the back.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
That one's dead.
Well done. We're still alive.
Oh, I'm over encumbered. Alright, can we? I don't think we can. Oh, you can break down stuff, okay. Pulse Hammer Gold. Does a lot of damage, I'll save that. Hunting Rifle Hyper. We have another one right here. So 365, what does my sniper do? 630, I'm not sure this one's gonna get that. It's already level 32, so there's no way. Oh wait. Yeah, I think I was keeping that. That was mine already. Oh, what do they have? 390. And then 437, so that one's better. Unsanctioned mining gear. Stealth skills plus... Well, we need a lot for that, so I mean, it's not worth it. And our level is going up, so our level does go higher than 30 in this. which is awesome. 84. I'm gonna keep the cowboy hat. Alright, and so...
Life was merely an illusion anyway.
I like that, Vicar.
You got it, Captain!
Cold damage weakness. Affects cold damage received plus 25% reward, 1 perk point. I'm gonna reject it. As I recall, the perks in this aren't that great. Once you're fully leveled, like getting more, like they wouldn't really help anyway. Versus, you know, the side effects. Virgil's research site discovered. But now that we're going to get more levels, wonder if we're going to get more perks.
Looks to be someone was doing some research down here. Gosh, what a lonesome place.
Got some maglocks. Pick up the exhilarating adventures of Archibald Excelsior Issue 2. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the comic's spine is the word friend. After this run-in with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal canids escapes from the laboratory of an evil unemployed scientist. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beams, eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The King connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty PET, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaws and heal his wounded heart? Let's see. Maurice Walton's datapad. Virgil. Making progress on the grav plating for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 hours out of every 24. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple minutes to keep tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufacturing dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. Be ashamed to compromise the package with a misplaced 0, right? By the way, I checked on Eustace. The fumes aren't doing him any favors. We ought to get him out of there as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Maurice. P.S. You got to tell Birdie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damned can of saltuna fillets, I'm gonna hurl. Okay, ooh, they're playing whatever the hell this game is. I've seen that game before. At least ammo doesn't weigh anything. That's one thing that sucks when they try to make it too realistic. Or too survivally.
Try me. Double work, Captain.
shit. I think Vicar is down. No, he's not.
I've had quite enough of you! This is bad!
Put another one on just in case.
I'll take your confession now!
I accidentally crouched.
I hear something big scuttling over yonder.
Yeah, we killed it. My gun is getting a little worn down. Mining accidents discovered. Was it an accident because these guys killed everybody? We'll pick up coolant distributor. We'll check that out in a second. Okay, go and break that down. Okay, some engineers have suggested that modifying a weapon for use as an engine maintenance tool is a bad idea. Some engineers lack imagination. Special effect is chilled. Okay. Keep it. Whoa, this thing almost does 2,000 damage. 429. What is... Hers is 429. What is his? 437, so that's even better. I still only have 5 pounds I can spare. $16 now. It's all this crap in here. And how is my weapon doing? Oh, it's not bad. I thought it was like close to... Oh, I can repair it. Yeah. There we go. Alright, not much down here, just that. Oh, I completely missed this part. Ooh. Automated ATP injectors.
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, because they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders. Must have followed me from OCI. Time to make tracks while the mants are busy. I'm shedding some extra weight. It's yours if you find it, whoever you are. You need it more than I do now.
So, what was it that we got? The hell is this? I don't know what we got. I know what it looks like. It's none of this. What the hell? Our gun's the same, so it didn't do anything to that. I have no idea what it was we got. I'll have to look back at the video and see. Oh, we already... Did we come down here? Okay, that goes down to the mining accident. Hello. Oh yeah, that's where we picked it up. Okay. I don't know what... I have no idea what that was. That's bothering me now. Took a turn on that one.
Software isn't working! May you find peace in death!
I'll get you right up! There you go! You okay, Captain?
Took that one's head off. The hell? I don't know what's making that noise.
That Chief Junlei sure
What?
seems well, huh?
I didn't mean to talk to you. What are your thoughts on Gorgon?
I hope we can help Miss Minnie uncover what happened to her mother. I wouldn't wish the pain of not knowing on hardly anyone.
You poked around the unreliable. Ever find any record of Lucky Montoya?
Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law. That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky. So whatever they got up to in the past must have been really extra secret. And lots of fun.
Let me know if you find anything.
Sure thing, Captain.
How you feeling about the job?
I don't want to be mean, Captain, but I can't help wondering if Miss Minnie is telling us the whole story about Gorgon. Her mother worked there for years and years, and she doesn't know hardly the first thing about it? It seems fishy. And in the serials, mystery's always got a twist.
What do you think this one's gonna be?
Well, Virginia Yang, that girl detective, she'd say to check your theories at the door. Just look at the facts and follow the clues. Me? I just want to fix what's been broke.
That's all about Gorgon.
Alrighty. You change your mind, you just holler. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Mr. Sir?
What about you, Vicar? You got anything to say?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
What's your take on this Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
I mean, noted, but what do you think of what he was saying?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
So you think we should look into it?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged.
Vicar.
What's occupying your thoughts?
I mean, really what's occupying my thoughts is why the hell can't find what we picked up. Alright, so let's look at our map again. Okay, we're going out of here, and we can either head back. No, we'll head this way. Or you know what? Let's go back and are we able to fast travel? Yeah. For some reason I thought you could fast travel to these. Let's do a we're at just about an hour and a half of playtime, so we'll do a little bit more of the main thing, I think. Oh, there's a dude right there. Probably old check run. Or at least talk to some people, you know. Let's check over here real quick. Flamethrower. We're uncovered again. Damn it. 584. And it does corrosive. 1225. I might keep it. God damn it. It goes really, really fast. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, we can set the junk. There we go. Now. Some water, glacial water. Alright, bring this down to 97. And honestly, I could go into the ship and deposit some of these weapons, but I don't feel like it right now. Damn, it would pick up so much shit.
I got supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
Khalil, survival goods.
What do you think you're doing?
Shit. Whoops. Will lie.
I don't want any trouble.
I didn't realize it was stealing. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so obviously all this is stealing. You don't have anything good in here anyway. Yeah, we got it. Good.
You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
Trust me, I ain't running out of bullets. So this is Gorgon?
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Thanks, but I can handle myself. Alright, give him your best unimpressed look.
On second thought, who needs my advice? Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Charles from accounting. Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
He's welcome to try.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
You mean he's got the strength of 3 men? 0 times 3 is still 0.
While humorous and true, I believe you may be missing the intended point here, Captain.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
I don't think there's rocket launchers in the game. Go back to the part about the rocket launcher.
Sure, okay. He's got a rocket launcher.
Maybe he just means like a grenade launcher. Is he any good with it? How did he get a rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
Where'd you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard, at least. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away.
I take it that evacuation alarm isn't urgent.
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Oh, God. Should I turn it off?
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
What have you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Handy deconstruction tool. It's 4,000 bits for that shitty pickaxe. The original brand name Auto Unfortunate never caught on. I do want to get that one because it's one of those what's it called? Can't remember what they're called. It's got that little circle behind it. Dude, you got nothing I want. 34% of a discount. And it's still almost $4,000? Shit. See ya, buddy. Ah. Tinker. Can I tinker with Do you want to tinker with the Deadeye Assault Rifle? It'll cost 825 bits. The damage goes up 13.5. Not quite yet. What about this one? Damage only goes up 2.7. But it's times 3. Cost a shit ton. He didn't see it. It is nice that they're okay with you stealing, though. You don't have to close the door. Whenever you're trying to steal, so they don't see you. Or that they automatically see you. Oh, I was pushing the wrong lever. Serialized Law and Organization Guardian. Check electricity rationing bill. Let's see. Notice electricity rationing in effect. By accessing this terminal, you consent to paying 1 bit per every option selected. Whoa! Employee Tran Dominant currently owes 9,508 bits. I am not paying his bill. Shipment history. Please select. Outgoing shipments. Let's see. Contents: 2,000 cartons containing redacted, 3 discharged staff, 5 reassigned staff. Alert manifest content exceeds the recommended maximum weight of this vessel. Let's see. 100 cartons containing prototype redacted, 2 tons raw ore of redacted, 15 reassigned staff. Incoming shipments. Let's see. From Tartarus. 350 cartons containing 100 units, each sterile injection ampoules, 30 high pressure steel cylinders containing oxygen, 35 volunteers. Ooh. From Byzantium. 3 corporate security squads containing 3 fire teams, each 500 rounds light ammunition, 2,000 rounds heavy ammunition, 1 flak containing 10 units, Moon Man, Stain D. Messages. Incoming messages. From Mostly C. To Tran D from Mostly C. Subject: various observations on the Argose's rate of export with a reprimand. Mr. Tran, are you aware of the concept of relativity? This is a rhetorical question. I am aware that Spacer's Choice training does not include business philosophy in its curriculum. Consider this a remedial education. Broadly, relatively is an economic idea that describes productivity in terms of relationship. For example, from your point of view, the Argosies, i.e. your freight depot, exports shipments at a perfectly reasonable rate. However, from the point of view of your enterprising colleagues, i.e. S. Reynard, the Argosies freight deposit exports shipments at a positively pathetic rate. If a single one of your colleagues is capable of 3 times your productivity, then relative to your colleague, the Argosy freight depot is a failure. The rubric of your success is measured relative to your fastest, strongest, and most productive colleagues. Do you understand? Please take a moment to consider the contents of this message and commit them to your heart. Furthermore, please select one of the following reprimands below and append it to your permanent records. A. The quality of your work is unacceptably low by Spacer's Choice standards. B. The quality of your work is unacceptably low relative to that of your colleagues. Or C. By receiving an official reprimand on your permanent record, you have violated the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct, which will result in an official reprimand. Work fortifies the spirit. C. Mostly. Outgoing messages. To Reynard S. Let's see, it's not the best choice, it's the only choice. To Reynard S. from Tran D. Subject: efficiency. Buddy, I don't understand how you managed to log 3 times the number of shipments I do out of that miserable shack you call an office, but you need to cut it the fuck out. Mostly's been poking at the Argoni's ship rate numbers again, and now he started asking why Lewis and I can't pack as quickly together as you can alone. I'm thinking maybe I should tell him you're dipping into the supply of the prototype Adrenatime. I don't think he'd like that, do you? Shit, maybe you care. If that's the case, well, maybe you ought to come lend me and Lewis a hand when we load up the next haul of test subject corpses. Get yourself a real good view of what Chem's Wonder Drug does. Archived messages. To Trans D from Velasquez L. Subject: shipping inquiry, high priority. Dom, you gotta help me out. The Monarch delivery's gone MIA, and now the big guy at corporate is messaging my personal terminal looking for answers. Not Mostly, not Goodfellow, that seersucker suit-wearing MFer from Byzantium Bancroft. your kid cousin still works in Cascadia, right? Do you think he could hoof it over to Stellar Bay and just, I don't know, poke around the port to see if it's there? The shipment IDs, the transport we packed last week. I know it's a lot to ask, and you know how I feel about begging for handouts, but I swear to the law, if I looked out my door and that Bancroft guy'd be there in the street slapping a wrench against his palm like a mob boss in one of those bootleg serials from Groundbreaker. Please, man, you know how fond I am of my kneecaps, Lewis.
This unit reminds you that death is a prison without doors.
Right. I wonder what would happen. I can't get over there. If we were able to pay off that guy's debt. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably dead. That might be something to work towards, maybe once we get closer to like the end of it. Fast travel location discovered, Sprat Shack exterior. I mean, we spend a lot of bits on upgrading our weapons and stuff, but it's broken. Damn it. Now I gotta run all the way back. Transition to Sprat Shack. Okay. Hello, buddy.
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Damn it. So that is stealing.
Don't want to chat? Fine. You're on my list now, bub. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
What's this all? Oh, let's keep looking into his eyes.
Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Oh, okay. What did you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin.
Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to
What?
dance.
What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Yes, your presence screams high class.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Okay, what kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
See you around.
Stay cool.
Alright, well, he's cool enough. Funny thing is, his back is turned.
Oh. Ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
What?
A true den of iniquity. How refreshing.
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a certain piece of merchandise. They're supposed to use a secret code phrase.
Can't help you. I'm just here to drink.
That's the code phrase. It is you.
Quiet down. You're making a scene.
It's weird that there's a door. Reconstructed heavy power armor.
Great work.
Drinks, victuals, lost and found. Before we talk, do I just like to look around the place? Raving drunk.
What was her name again? Ambrose. Curdle milk with the glare of that woman.
Bar patron. Bar patron. Trixie. Freddy.
You're a humbug, Trixie. And worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
What's going on here?
A disagreement between professionals. None of your business.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Technically, that's business, not personal. Let's see, not like you get a lot of tavern squabbles around here. Let them talk.
Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
What do you propose?
Would you do me a favor and weigh in as a third party? I can use an unbiased set of eyes on the problem. And an outsider like you fits the bill.
Fine, I'll give it a whirl.
Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you mark the claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders
Really?
keepers!"
What's your side of the story, Trixie?
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
You had your chance to talk.
Sorry, I won't speak out of turn again.
Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What mark did you leave on the salvage, Trixie?
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the martyrs have walked over it by now, or the wind blown it away?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
Let's see, Freddy claimed the salvage is by... it's his by law. Trixie, these idiots don't know how to tag salvage, so I roll in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Glad to be of service. See you around. Does this happen often?
A little too often, if you ask me. But that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad to be of service. See you around.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
That's my captain.
That was hilarious.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
Freddy's a blathering idiot, but... he's my blathering idiot.
What are you two together?
What are you looking at?
Do you think the folks here like strangers? Because some of them are looking at us like maybe not.
Jerome would have loved this place.
Got Leonora Diallo. Talk to you in a minute.
That last drink you ordered had a punch to it. What did you say it was called?
Lunar Eclipse Mix. It's just pep pills and a 2-hour energy. My ex used to have them with breakfast.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
I broke it off. He wouldn't take his hat off in the bedroom.
Yikes.
Every time I see a Spacer's Choice advertisement, it's like he's staring at me from behind the screen.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey's far from over.
What makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
I bet you could stand your ground.
Not for long. Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Sublight wouldn't turn over a rock unless there was salvage underneath it.
Well put. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
So what brings you back to Gorgon?
A broken heart, that's what. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to Jerome?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
It's getting sad. I could keep an eye out for that flask.
You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those Sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing you. Man, that's sad. Sacrificed himself.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah.
The hell is this game? You dead? Roscoe Clanton. Just some bar patrons. I don't know what that game is either.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse. Supplies came in, deadly chemicals went out.
Who told you that?
I worked here back in the day.
You're pulling my leg.
Nope, it's true.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Lex who?
Lady at the bar. She not give you the whole nice to meet you, we're all pals here gosh darn it spiel the second you walk through the door? Damn. Girl's lost her spark. Gorgon will beat the fight out of anyone. If this dive's patrons don't do it first.
Do you work here or something?
Come on. Do I look like some kind of sub-like knuckle-dragger to you? I'm a journalist. Was a journalist. Whatever. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
You seem like you're having a rough time. Can I help you out?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
I prefer to think of it more as a way of life than a job.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Motion for him to hurry it. No. Why's that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hid them and now you need me to get them for you? Did about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
It's your lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. Alright. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Why there?
Seems like a good idea at the time. Someone had started a fire, folks were shooting other folks. It was a madhouse.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Alright, easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in Observation Room B.
The observation room. Wouldn't someone have seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Alright. Man, I think they missed an opportunity for, minigames. Nah. Oh, you're not, oh, no, okay. I was gonna say you're not supposed to be up here, but... Overheat. Let's see. Does burn damage, of course. A former Spacer's Choice advertising agent suggested branding this weapon's defective cooling system as its signature feature. She's now a vice president. Some bar patrons. Alright, guys, come here. Ah, damn it. Requires code. Oh, here's lucky stuff. A lot of stuff here. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. We'll go ahead and end it here. Okay, just bar picture. We'll go ahead and end it here. Yeah, might as well just do a new save. Alright. And when we come back, we'll go ahead and look through all that, read some more, and figure out what's going on Gorgon. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.